skillful sound of Darin Atwater. He wears a lot of hats, to name a few: composer, conductor, pianist, educator, and arts advocate. And today, he is getting the key to Baltimore City, all to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Soulful Symphony.
And he also has a new position as the artistic director for the Monterey Jazz Festival. That is big. And Darin Atwater joins us live in studio this morning. You know, I almost feel like we should be replacing that piano with like royal trumpets when you come in. It's like royalty in the house. How you doing?
You're being noble. I'm well, doing well. Good to be back here. Yeah. Yep.
Man, well, tell us, first off, 25 years since Soulful Symphony made its introduction here in the city. How does it feel to have had that kind of longevity?
It's amazing. Just from a seed of a work that I composed like in '97, first concert in 2000, and what makes Soulful Symphony so special is actually how the citizens of Baltimore have embraced it.
Yeah.
It's the pride of Baltimore. Everywhere I go across the country, arts advocates are like, man, the citizens have really embraced it. So just 25 years later, just to have that sort of impact on the community, on the city, on how people reconceive the symphony orchestra.
Yeah.
Because we don't play classical music. We play American roots music. So everything from hip hop to gospel to jazz. So really redefining what the symphony orchestra looks like has been really something that's been significant. And
then to mark this moment by getting the keys to the city. I mean, how are you? You're right, roll out the trumpets. Like, how are you feeling?
I'm honored. I mean, like I say, it's just, I try to come from a place of serving the community, knowing that the music that we provide is sort of the soundscape of what we're doing here in Baltimore City. So that honor, it means that, one, you've been around long enough for someone to, recognize you. You hang around long enough, people recognize you. But the whole idea of being honored with the kids is sort of the highest honor. So I'm really happy about it.
Now, you really are local success from D.C., but you went to Morgan.
I did.
Peabody.
I did.
And now you're going to be the artistic director for the Monterey Jazz Festival. That is huge.
Huge. Monterey Jazz Festival is the longest running jazz festival in the world. It's sort of the blueprint for all festivals that we know as jazz. And it's the only one that's really stayed true to straight ahead jazz.
Right.
Most jazz festivals have pop, soul, R&B.
Yeah.
This is just straight ahead. First year was Billie Holiday, Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, so it has that lineage. In 67 years, I'm the third artistic director, first African American. This is my first year programming the festival in September, so really excited about that as well.
And then just adding to the resume, you're also a United Nations Culture Ambassador. What does that sort of entail? What's that look like?
They approached me about being a global ambassador, and then we talked about the whole idea of forwarding marginalized art forms or communities, much like we did with Soulful Symphony, sort of bringing classical music and pop and jazz and gospel into the fore. So we're going around the nation to build a community where we're forwarding marginalized cultures that are being grayed out, making sure that those are sort of marketed and livelihoods are sort of showcased in a way.
So United Nations, keys to cities, you're going to be looking for a presidential run here soon.
And there's a full circle for me. I'm distinguished faculty now at Peabody, so I was a student there, and now I'm on faculty there, and we're about to do a whole paradigm shift there as well. So the days are busy.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
The impact that you've had on the city is incredible.
Thank you.
We're happy to have you here.
I'm honored.
And we're going to have more with Darin here in our next hour as well, but you don't want to miss the tribute and celebration for Darin Atwater is happening today.
It's from 6 to 9 p.m. at the World Trade Center on 401 East Pratt Street.